Hey, loves, welcome in. I'm just figuring out my layout today since I'm using my phone. I've never used my phone. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Hi, Queen. Hi, guys. It's time. I know, right? Look, I'm getting so bad. I'm getting much better. Whoa. I'm getting much better, you guys. I'm all the stuff y'all been telling me to try to do. Like many of y'all have said, can you try to remind me? I'll set up a reminder. Well, they sent me a thing saying I could make it to where my my people got these some type of broadcast or something. So I said sure. So it must help me show up easier or faster. So we'll take it, right? And we're also live on the other outlets. We're not live on Instagram tonight, but we are on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Okay. So good evening and welcome in Motivational Monday. You guys, God is good. Nothing even's happened. Nothing has changed but my mindset. Yesterday, we had a beautiful ceremony called Break the Plate, and it was so beautiful. Man, maybe one day, but see, the thing about doing it on TikTok, I don't know how to keep everybody safe with emotionally. So I can't simulate it, right? But I would love to be able to offer other women a chance to do it. It's so freeing. It's so renewing. It's so amazing. And I've lost 7.1 pounds since we started the 101 challenge. I feel phenomenal. Like, I feel so relaxed. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nobody. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nobody. Because if it needs to be worried about, I can't fix it, so I might as well give it to God too. But I feel really good. I feel rested. I slept all the way until 11 o'clock a.m. today. So I didn't go to my morning meetings today, which is abnormal for me. But I did that intentionally because I've also been meeting since 1:20 this afternoon. So I've had an appointment every hour since 1:20 p.m. That's why I slept in. I feel good. I feel blessed. I feel real blessed to be working with so many women, helping them and seeing it actually work for them. Seeing other people get into their purpose and their passion all because you are staying obedient to your own is something beautiful. Because what people don't understand about staying in your own purpose, sometimes it's easier to support someone else's purpose instead of staying in your own. And what I'm explaining to you all is it's important that you stay in your own purpose and learn how to show up in others. So for me staying in my purpose, it allows you to show up in your purpose, and then you can come hang out in mine. Because I'm on purpose. Thank you. Thank you guys for always getting your information. Miss Dimples! Hi, baby. Pudding. Welcome in. TikTok, Instagram. Oh, I don't have Insta. TikTok and YouTube. What it do? 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 Wepa. Wepa. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigas, mi amores? Hey, we in the building. I'm doing wonderful. I was just telling the girls I feel this sense of, I feel so much peace and calmness that I know God is about to do so many amazing things for me and the women in my program that I have zero worries, zero thoughts about worries, zero thoughts about what's not going to work out. I'm not even giving the enemy an opportunity to even put an ideal past my mind that it might not be a possibility. Many of y'all out here in the world freaking out, and let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm freaking in. I'm freaking in. Yeah, I'm freaking in God. You see what I'm saying? I'm not stressing out. I'm leaning in God. You understand? I'm leaning in God. Because see, if you're a woman in God, God would never bring you to something that would have you freak out over a morsel of food. He fed 5,000 people with a loaf of bread and a fish. And we out here freaking out on international social media over EBT. We should be checking our faith. Because if we pray for God for the food stamps to come, we don't think we can pray for him to make sure we good. I don't understand some of y'all's motive. I mean, y'all got prophet. Y'all actually got prophetess in the title. And you're online asking people, what do we want to do? You should be running a prayer circle, boo. A prayer circle. It's more than just, that's not the only thing going on. Thank you. That's not, what's going on is way bigger than just the EBT. It's larger than that. Do you not understand the disparity of what happened if people stop grocery shopping and stop eating? Yeah, y'all worried about the small thing. See, that's what happens when your mindset is so poverty stricken, you can't see outside of the mess in front of you. So you don't even know how to attack your problem, right? See, back in January and February when it wasn't affecting you and you didn't care, that's when you would have been writing letters to the White House and protesting. But remember, because it didn't affect you, you was in the nail shop getting your hair done and buying your lace front wigs, but it didn't affect you. Now that it affects you, you're freaking out. No, don't freak out, baby. You still the queen that was getting your nails done and your hair. You ain't lost yourself. Bring her right on back. You was just as strong as you was then. Go out there and make it happen because that's what you do. Don't let nobody make you lose yourself. Like you ain't gonna be able to provide. You've been providing for your babies. Why would you let somebody make you think because you can't get a car with money on it, you ain't gonna provide? You're gonna get up and do like you've been doing before they came along. Do you understand what I'm saying? Baby, you've been taking care of them babies. Let's be real. Them stamps don't last no 30 days. For some of y'all, it lasts 3 weeks, 2 weeks. You've been making it happen for the last 2 weeks of the month. You've been making it happen for your babies. Why would you lead yourself to believe because somebody done pushed the button and shut you down in one way that you don't know how to get up and get in another? Come on now, baby. Whose are you? Whose are you? Whose are you? You done forgot who you belong to? You done forgot who you done belong. You forgot who you belong to. That's what it is. That's what it is. Hi, baby. How you doing? You forgot who you belong to. You forgot who you belong to. You worried about something. You worried about 1 month of cart, baby. Get on your knees and tell him to fix all year long. Say, Lord, make it to where I don't even need it never again. You've been surviving. Why would you let somebody think that this month will be the month that you can't make it? What? What? Who's inside of you? Who is inside of you? You are the same black queen that been raising them babies by yourself. You are the same black queen that's been making it happen at the end of the month when the money run out anyway, baby. Don't forget who you are. Don't let nobody make you nervous. You don't let nobody come on no apps and on social media and make you nervous. So what if it's true? And so is who's inside of you. She's true too. So is what you're capable of. She's true too. You don't let nobody rock who you capable of, what you capable of doing. All them nights you laid up taking care of your babies by yourself, making sure the baby had pamper, milk, and food, and you done forgot who you belong to. All that overcoming you was doing, and you think this is gonna knock you out the game. No, ma'am, it will not. You're gonna rise better. As a matter of fact, you're gonna be able to tell them to sit and spin. See, that's what we should be focusing on. Instead of focusing on when is it coming back, focus on your capabilities of being able to say, you know what, take that and sit and spin. And if you know what that means, you know what that spin means. But don't let nobody make you forget who you are. Don't you let nobody make you forget who you are over no food stamps, baby. Tell the truth and shame the devil. They wasn't lasting all month long anyway. You was out here making it happen, baby. I need you to hear what I'm trying to tell you. I need you to hear if you can hear me, tap the like button because I don't even think y'all heard what I'm trying to say. If you can understand what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying, tap the like button. What I'm explaining is if you are being affected, we all are, by what is happening in this country. It's okay. And I'm going to tell you why. Baby, you was making it. You was already having to make it happen. See, you led yourself to believe that somebody was helping you more than they really are.
See, that's what didn't happen. See, let me explain it to you. Let me break it down a little bit more. I'm not saying they wasn't helping you. I said you've led yourself to believe somebody was helping you more than they really were. Okay, let me help y'all. Some of y'all have multiple babies, right? Multiples. So by the third, second and a half, third week, the food is real low. Would you agree? Now, mind you, you're getting your stamps and stuff, but would you agree that by the third week of the month, things is tight? Would you agree? Yes, I know. I just need somebody to say something in the comments so I know I'm not crazy, because my mom raised us on food stamps, and I don't think they worked any different then than they do now. The amount of food stamps you get never matches the cost of food. Okay, if you're only giving me $100 and a pack of chicken is 29 and a carton of egg is 19 and some milk is 35, I ain't got number three items, and that's supposed to last me 30 days. I just want to point out something. I just want y'all to think about something. I just want to give you a little bit of a concept, something I don't think y'all realize. And don't freak out. I'm talking to my people that's getting nervous. Let me tell you something about you. You don't forget who you are. I believe that's what happened. See, they made you nervous. You was listening too much. See, what happens when you start letting too much of them in your ear and not enough of God in your ear, you begin to get nervous about things that ain't even about you. They affect you in a way or another, but because of whose you are, understand what I'm saying? Because of whose you are, you able to rise. Let me explain something to you. See, some of y'all have gotten delusional because y'all think somebody said they're gonna take something from you. Yes, they're taking something from you, but the way you're behaving like you're a small child getting your toy taken away. But what I'm trying to tell you, don't let them believe. Don't let them lead you to believe that that's who you are, because that's not who you are. What I'm trying to tell you is you was already surviving. You don't even know you was already surviving. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you an example of how you have already been surviving without food stamps for real. You think you're losing out on something, but it's been a delusion this entire time. It's been a delusion this entire time, and I'm about to tell you why. Follow my concept here. How many of you all have received EBT and it's never enough? As I told you, it's the cost of food. Like I said, chicken's $26, eggs is 19, and milk is 100. Okay, you only got $109. So already right there, you already came out of pocket of your own money on the first of the month. See, some of y'all delusional. You getting a little help and you think it's the help. You're getting a little help and you think it's the help. Y'all don't understand. You know what? Let me get off the topic because I don't do controversial stuff with on my platforms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna explain something to you. It's just for all my women out there worried. Okay, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on to what we came here to do. Don't be. You was already making it happen. You was already providing for your babies minus the help. I'm gonna explain it. Anytime you get stamps, I don't know about y'all, we grew up on them, but I don't know about y'all, but about a second and a half, about a third week of the month, food was tight in our house and there was no more food stamps. So my mother had to then buy someone else's or use her money. Either way, she was using her money. I'm gonna let you sit on that for a while. And you can't tell me you don't went in the store and they have to come out of pocket with any of your money ever. That's a lie from the pit of cuckoos. I know you have. You've always been providing for your babies. When the stamp card got empty and you needed milk, bread, eggs in your house, you went and bought it. You already are surviving, queen. You've already been doing the do. Don't let they little bitty help confuse you. Don't let they little bitty help make you think you're not capable of rising above what's going on right now. Don't let that little bitty help that you're getting make you think that you ain't already handling your business. Listen to what I just said. Many of y'all get stamps. The stamps runs out. When your babies are still hungry and the stamps are gone, how do you go to the store? You go to the store on whose money? Your money. You go to the store on whose money? Your money. You go to the stores on whose money? Your money. The money you are working hard, but robbing Peter to pay Paul, as my mom used to call it. So what I'm trying to explain to you, just hear me out. I'm not talking about nothing. I'm trying to explain to you. Baby, you're not losing nothing because they was barely really helping you anyway. Don't let a little help make you think it's the help. Don't let a little help make you think it's the help. It is not the help. Never let the enemy convince you that the solution in front of you is the only solution available for you. That is a delusion. That is a lie from the pits of hell. Like I said when I started the live, God fed how many with what? He fed how many with what? We worried about food. Lean into your faith. Don't let nobody make you nervous about something you already been surviving through. They wasn't helping you like that. Don't let them get you delusional. We gonna take them away. Take it. This practically gone anyway. I was already struggling. You act like you was really helping me. Because what people don't understand, just because you give me food stamps, that doesn't give me a roof over head. I can't pay rent with that. So at the end of the day, I still have a deprivation. I still have a disparity. So don't treat me like the little help that you're giving me is the only help I'm capable of getting. See, that's what I'm trying to tell some of you beautiful women out here. You hard working, strong, dedicated, surviving mommies, okay? You don't know nobody's story. You don't know what they've been through to where they are, why they need EBT. You don't know. Shut up with your judgment. Encourage them. Do exactly what I just said. Think about the concept. How many people do you know that get stamps that do not get enough? They cannot live on it, and they are using their own money. So for all of you people out there hollering, you're using our taxpayer dollars. A lot of people on EBT are paying for themselves to get food stamps. So at the end of the day, guess who money they get EBT from? Their own money. Think about it. Some of y'all just out here having something to say sounding crazy. But the working person that gets EBT, you ain't never thought about that? They pay taxes, dummy. So for you to get on anybody's outlet and talk about your tax dollars, if they work, their tax dollars is why they are. You know what? Let me get. Sometimes America, we act like, I think America as a whole, we definitely have an IQ of about a 5, and we all on the yellow bus. About a 5. Our IQ is about 5. We all on the yellow bus. Well, that's our tax. Did you know a person working at McDonald's minimum wage with 3 children is eligible for, let's say, depending on what state she's in, approximately $100 to $250? I said work at McDonald's. What you gotta pay? You gotta pay what when you work at where? And they take it from your what before you ever see it where. So when you try to bang on me about receiving something, remember I'm paying taxes just like you. So now what you gotta say? Sit down somewhere. See, we gotta quit thinking we know something. Well, they need to go get a job. Girl, people ain't on EBT because they ain't got no job, dummy. Dummy. You're dumb. You dumb. That's why I think our IQ is about a 5. We're about 5, and we all are on the yellow bus. Our IQ is somewhere between 3 and 5. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. If a veteran is receiving, you see, I don't even want to get. If a veteran is getting EBT, and you tell them it's their, I don't know if you know, but the veteran is the only reason why you can safely go to work every day. I don't. I mean, I don't want to put too many. I mean, screenshot this, screen recorder, whatever y'all do to put people on the blast. I don't care. I'm not gonna be moved. I'm just not gonna about me. But so when we say that about the veterans, I don't know if you know it. A veteran is the reason why you can walk out your front door and go to work safely. I don't know if because I was just wondering if people could put any of those concepts into to, so. But when no, when 9/11 happened, did you go overseas? Because I didn't. But I know a whole bunch of men and women that left their families and went over there. I don't know about you, but I didn't go over there. What, did y'all? I didn't. So what happens with someone who took an oath went and protected my right to keep getting up every day, to keep surviving? So there's certain things that I should be mentally considerate of before I fix my tongue to speak in certain ways. Thank you, Terry, for the gifts. Thank you guys for the gifts. Do you like that's what I'm saying? It, so what we have to learn to do is because so many of us are leading in pain instead of in compassion, right? We're literally leading with pain. We're not leading with compassion. So our comments are coming from a space of hurt and not a space of knowledge, education, and information, right? We're coming from spaces of pain, spaces that we're in fear of being without. So because when a person gets in fear of not having something, a different person, a different ego comes up. This is how you end up with the mass riots, the looting, because when a person's needs are threatened, it creates a whole nother persona of I have to survive. When a person steps in the I have to survive mode, it creates this sense of and under any means necessary. So even though they know in that moment that what they're willing to do is wrong, because they feel like it's justified because they're fighting for their own self survival and their families, it inside of them it feels emotionally and physically justified. So one may become rageful, aggressive, angry, and even violent behind this idea of someone is taking something from me, and if they take it away, I can't survive. What I'm trying to explain to many of the people that are freaking out about their stamps and they feel like they're not going to survive and how my baby's going to eat. Baby, the stamps wasn't lasting that long anyway. And the hat that you were selling, it's not like they was eating them. Now, let's be honest. Now, sometimes we're going to just show up and be honest. Then it wasn't enough. You was, at the end of the month, you was still having to make it happen. You was the one making sure your babies ate from the 20th through the 31st. You were doing that. That was no government assisting you in that. You were making that happen. So because it was you then, it'll be you now. So don't get nervous. You know what you need to do for your babies to make it happen. The same queen that has been providing from them, that's been providing from them up to this point, is the same queen that can provide for them now. Don't let anyone get in your ears and make you think that you wouldn't be capable. Because keep in mind, no one even, I've been in 100 lives about this stuff, and no one said this. The stuff wasn't lasting you the whole month anyway. So all you're gonna do is go those same resources that you were seeking out at the end of the month to get to till the car got full. You gonna go seek those resources before right now. Okay. And then you're gonna spread the food out, not be wasteful, and be cautious about how what you're cooking, and make sure meals can be doubled down to 2 to 3 meals instead of just one meal. Encourage the kids, try to encourage them, try not to be very wasteful right now, just to watch what you got. These small things right there expand. Try to avoid getting a bunch of processed food, snacks, cookies, and put your monies into things that fortify nutrition so the kids have energy and stuff so they can go to school. So try to avoid the processed stuff. If you have a farmer's market or a fruit market, try to go to the farmer's market or fruit market. If you don't, grocery stores has a section between the deli and the fruits and vegetables that's called bruised fruit. And it's in a little basket. Go to that basket and it's usually $1 to $2 for bags of fruits and vegetables. Some of them are frozen, but what you're gonna do is get your items off of that cart in that corner. $5 to $6 worth, and you're gonna go home and get your pasta, get something you can make in bulk, and then you're gonna use those vegetables and create you some dishes that you can meal prep and put in the freezer. So when things get tight for you, you can pull out food for your babies and still give them full cooked meals so they can feel nourished for school, right? If you do your research, you know that children don't learn as prompt when they're not getting enough nutrition, okay? So what you want to do is focus on making sure what they are getting is nutrient. That's one idea. Um, the other idea is one share with other people about like making the food stretch is be mindful that your casserole based dishes are always going to go further. So it's okay in the winter to go down to soups and dishes such as that and to double where one dish can become two. So I may do something like this. So if we have, let's say we have spaghetti on Monday and there's pasta sauce left but no noodles. I might take the pasta sauce and put it over a bed of rice because it has meat in it, right? So I just may switch the base of the item and give us another meal, right? I might put it in a bowl, make it cute so the kids feel like we got like a kava bowl or something. But I would just switch up what we put under that base, right? Right? So those are ideas and things you can be doing just to kind of make it stretch. Go for items that are going to give you more versus less. And look at places like discount outlets and stores that carry like food that right before they expire. Ours is called Warehouse American Good Groceries. I was called American Groceries. So look in your area for most places have them. It's a store that's going to have your groceries that are a little bit bruised or they were about to expire. So they have the pallets of them at like 90% off. That's another way. I know we like nicer foods, but right now it's okay if we have to go to our fruits and vegetables to stay full and stuff like that. Right now, that is okay. It's temporary. Like I said, remember whose you are. Remember whose you are. You got this. All right. So that's our motivation for today. Today's Motivational Monday. I want to touch on that because I do have many of my queens that were nervous, and I told them, "Whose are you?" And they was like, "What do you mean?" I said, well, "Whose are you? Who do you belong to?" Because the last time I checked, who you belong to will pull you through. The last time I checked is who you belong to will pull you through. So you don't need to worry about something you were already accomplishing on your own before anybody said anything. You was already making sure your babies ate for at the end of the month on your own dime. Then I understand the help you was getting was help, but just listen to me out. If you were making it happen, then baby, you gonna do what you need to do and make it happen now. Again, whose are you? Whose are you? Don't get nervous about the food falling into your faith. Fall into your faith. You'll be amazed how a little bit of prayer will where you'll come up with an idea. You'll come up with an idea and boom, you outside with it. You and the kids is good. So just remember, God would never bring you to a situation that He doesn't already have a solution for you. The problem is, are you willing to be still enough to be in Him and not in ego enough to allow Him to do whatever it is He's trying to do for you? Maybe this is a wake up call for you. Maybe you've been laying around saying for years you was gonna go back and do this. I want to open my own business. I want to go to school. Maybe now you do that. Maybe it's just the push you needed to start that business. Maybe it's the push you needed to get yourself, go back to work that you wanted to do and hadn't had a chance and didn't know how to do it. Maybe this is God saying, relook at your circumstances. But if you're not praying and you just worried, how you gonna know if it's any of those? You're not. You're not. If you're just praying and worried, you're not. Jay Wells, I don't know what you mean, darling. Can you repeat the comment? Look, I don't know what you mean. Okay. All right, we ready? Our daily reading now. I don't know what Melanie got to say today. Y'all know normally sometimes what I'll do is I'll check with Mel. I'll check with our reading and like I'll say, oh, let me see if the topic's gonna be. But today I didn't check, so I actually don't know what today's topic's gonna be. Okay, I don't. I do not. Okay, so all right, here we go. Oh Lord, it's like the last days of the month, right? Today is October the 27th. We are on day 299. We've made it to day 299. 299, okay? So if you've been showing up for daggone near 100, 200 days, you can't tell me you can't be consistent. You cannot tell me you don't know how to show up for yourself. It's just some things you're not going to be able to say no more because you've already proven it not to be true. Hi, Nina, or Naira. Uh, you've already shown that it's not true. You've already consistently showed up to this daily reading and proven that you're capable of sticking to something and following through. So you can no longer say, well, I just can't stay consistent. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's the desire. I keep telling y'all it's the willingness. Once you have willingness, you're ruthless. Once you get willingness on your weight loss and wellness journey, it ain't nothing cap. You can go eat. You can eat bad for 6 weeks, but you know you're willing to do what it takes to correct all this. So it's like you know to get your butt back in line because you have lifestyle versus dieting. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Melanie Beatty. Here's the book. Journey from to the Heart. October 27th. Have you ever been working too hard? Have you ever been working too hard at your job, at life, at your spiritual progress? Have you been working too hard on your relationships with people, on trying to gain insight or on trying to figure out where to go or what to do next? Many of us have had to work hard to get from where we were from where we were to where we are. We had to push, force, put one foot in front of the other. At least we thought we did. But life doesn't have to be that hard. Not anymore. The biggest task, the smallest task, the task of living our lives doesn't have to be that difficult. There's a natural rhythm for everything that happens along the way. There's a natural rhythm in order for all we're to do. Yes, there are times to begin. Yes, there are times to put one foot in front of the other and go forward. But the joy, the service, the way of life we're seeking doesn't come from force. It comes naturally, easily, much more easily than you think. Stop pushing so hard. And see how quickly that rhythm finds you. You don't have to make life happen. In fact, you can't relax. Let go. In fact, you can't. Count 'em. You don't have to make life happen. In fact, you can't. Relax. Let go and let it happen. Wow. Many of us have had to work hard to get where we are to from where we were to where we are. We had to push, force, put one foot in front of the other. At least we thought we did, but life doesn't have to be that hard. Not anymore. The biggest task, the smallest task, the task of living our lives doesn't have to be that difficult. Hi, cabbage. Wow. And then that quote for the day again said, "You don't have to make life happen. In fact, you can. Relax, let go, and let it happen." Wow. And I think that's kind of so true about what I was literally talking about. Like, we don't have to force things. Sometimes when we align ourselves and we're connected spiritually, mentally, emotionally, we don't have to force stuff. Sometimes we're out here forcing stuff, and we don't even know we're forcing it. Cassie, hi, baby. And we don't, Cassie, did you get my message? And we don't even know we're forcing it. We have to stop forcing stuff. Some things are meant to be disrupted. Like, I'll give you an example. Sometimes when the ladies are working with me, they may have times where life gets so busy. So, because you remember I have two profiles. Oh, let me say that real quick. Ladies, remember I have two profiles. So sometimes it's the other profile that I'm talking to you from. Cassie, I'll message you. Because, Cassie, you had out to me and wanted to do an intake, right? Email. I have this little mark on my face right here. I'm messing with it. Email. Okay. If you don't get it, you let me know, okay? Because I sent you the link to book an appointment with me. Remember we talked about it? Yeah, it's just because I had some slots open. I wanted you to take them. I had that big special over the weekend. So I was trying to get the people that had asked me about possibly working with me on TikTok. Because remember, my stuff don't cross over. Because remember, I'm not a creator or anything. So what I was trying to do was make sure some of you women who are new to following me, like in the last year, 6 months, I wanted to make sure you got some of the same opportunity that many of the ladies that are alumni are getting in terms of your health and wellness journey. We wanted to try to make sure we did both equally. Gave new ladies a chance to start with the medically supported weight loss and older ladies. That's all I got, yeah. Today's a great day. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling absolutely great. I'm your girl, Coach Kenya.